Well, good morning my fellow Driftomaniacs, Rich here, and I'm here with 5 RC car tips to make your RC car life much easier. The first is what I call my screwdriver shortcut. Well, if you've got an RC monster truck, you may well have deep dish wheels on it. These tend to be the hex wrenches that the trucks come with, but you can find that you can struggle to, in particular a very deep dish one, you can struggle to get enough grip on there to get the leverage on the thing. So, simply take a handy Dremel, or you can do it with just a handsaw, and cut a slot in the back of the wheel wrench. And this simply enables you to put the wheel wrench on over the top. You don't have to squeeze your hand in there, a deep dish wheel, and simply use the power of your screwdriver to undo the end. So that's the screwdriver shortcut, RC car tip number 1. Okay, any feedback you want to give me, any of your tips, I would absolutely love to hear them. The more people that share their tips on this channel as a result of videos like this, then the better it is. And if you come up with a really good tip, I will do my best to include it in my next RC car tips video. And subscribe if you like them. RC car tip number 2, the body clip saver. Follow me and the body clip to the body clip graveyard. Well, I'll show you that, as I've lost more body clips on this garage floor and this mountain than I care to mention. And when I'm out in the field, I've probably lost even more. They spring off, they shoot into the grass, the gravel. You can drop one 6 inches away from your car and struggle to find it in dirt and gravel. So a good way to keep hold of your body clips, or more to the point, replace the ones that you do lose, is this. So, in order to not run out of body clips in a field, why not utilise what you've got? Put extra clips in the body posts. Most body posts that have got adjustable height, I've got lots of spare holes in them, so here I put 2 clips on there. So if I lose this body clip when I'm out in the field, I can simply take one of these out and replace it with that. Simple, cheap and effective. One thing I would say is that the faster you go, the harder you tend to hit things, the more likely you are to hit one of the body clips simply to spring out, and if it springs out into the grass or the gravel, forget it. This RC car tip could save your day. Okay, picture this scenario. It's 2 AM, you're going out with your mates in the morning with your rock crawler or your RC cars. You don't want to be the one that's late for the party. And you've got a vital screw, you need a Loctite for it because you know it's going to come loose tomorrow if you don't Loctite it in. But you've run out of Loctite. So, what do? Well, you could use something like your wife or your partner's nail varnish, or more to the point what I use occasionally if I've run out of Loctite, just use some enamel paint. Paint a little bit of that on the thread, and that will do as your temporary Loctite solution, and it can be removed just as easy. You're not going to glue the thing hard in there, and that's another cheap, cost-effective RC car tip. Okay, next RC car tip, the hex holder. Hex holder, Rich, what on earth are you talking about? Anyway, this is one of the wheels from my A6 Roost. The other day I changed them around, put drift tyres on it. I'm looking everywhere, cannot find the hex to fit the new drift tyre anywhere because it's solidly locked inside the wheel. So if you want your hexes to stay on the car rather than inside the wheel, because they can be a bit of a pain to remove, he says, and this will probably come off, yeah, it comes off really easily on camera on there, but they come an absolute devil to get out of the wheel. So what's the solution to retaining that hex? Well, the solution is to take a Dremel or a very small drill and drill a 2mm hole through the side and fit a hex screw or a set screw through in there. Screw the hex to the axle, and therefore when you take the wheels off, the hex stays with the car and not stuck in the wheel. Another cheap, easy RC car tip. My last RC car tip for the day is one of my old favourites, WD-40. This is my new best friend. Some of the places that I go to, very dusty, dirty, very salty. Get your WD-40 before you go out, say the night before, blast your entire car, anything that's remotely going to get covered in dirt, for the suspension to the roll cage, etc. on there. Blast it in WD-40, wipe the excess off, leave it to dry overnight. That way when you go out crawling the next day, when you go out bashing your buggy through dirt, you're still going to get on there, but nowhere near as much. But the best bit is, when you get it home, you put a hose pipe on it, or you put a pressure washer on it, the stuff is just going to blast off and you'll be left with a car that's looking pretty much shiny new as it came out of the factory. It will also help in terms of any salt corrosion, anything like that, keeping the salt water away from the car. Certainly seems to in my experience. Anyway, I hope you found those 5 RC car tips useful. If you did, then please do subscribe for many more great RC car videos to come this summer. We hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. Thanks for watching. It helps if you want to turn on the notification button next to the subscribe button.